The battle pass has been delayed.
How are you all doing, humans of the world? My name is MajorMcDonalds and you're watching a different video, which should be about gold troop orders and why they are worthless, as well as what I think the devs should do to make them actually worthwhile using. I really hope the devs, Darkflow, watch this video and take these points on board, because these ideas are not resource intensive to carry out, yet add so much to gold troop orders without making them overpowered. Let me know in the comments down below or in my new Discord server if you have any different ideas on what they should be like. I'll definitely be looking at the best ones here. I should also say that this video was inspired by my friend Jay Dosser and his video, so his links are in the description as well. Anyway, you guys know the drill. Let's begin. Just in case you don't know what gold troop orders are, and if you don't, I'd wonder why on earth you clicked on this video, but I'm not complaining. Gold troop orders are used for unlocking unique and special troops with medals of honor for courage and valor in battle. They have set in stone names, appearances, and class, so in theory multiple players could actually obtain the exact same Walter Amers here. Hold up, that name sounds a bit German, no? Is he a spy?
It was at this moment that he knew. He f***ed up.
I mean, sure, you do get the troop from gold orders already starting at rank 5, which is a nice thing, but you can get that anyway from paying a little lump sum of bronze orders, which you would do anyway if the troop was any good, like gold troop orders are supposed to be. So based off of that assumption, we can assume that one gold troop order is equal to one silver order plus bronze orders totaling 6 plus 6 plus 6 plus 18, so that's 36 bronze orders. And bear in mind, this is for troop type 1, but even considering this, a gold troop order really isn't very valuable at all. Basically, you play like 3 games decently well and you've earned the equivalent of a gold troop order, which is mad and renders gold troop orders basically pointless really. If it was troop type 2, it becomes 96 bronze orders, which is substantially more, but still doable in around 7 battles on average, I'd say, assuming, you know, you actually play well in them.
You're distinctly average, but that is a compliment.
So, but for troop type 3, it becomes 114 bronze orders, which is hardly any different to be honest. So, we've concluded that a gold troop order being spent on any troop type 1 is absolutely worthless, but worth around 8 battles for the other troop types 2 and 3. So it basically can be said it reduces the grind a little bit, but only if you actually care about troop upgrades, which in my opinion are the least most important upgrades of all, far below weapon upgrades, squad upgrades, and well, just, you know, campaign progression in general. But that's basically where the good parts of gold troop orders end. If you could even call the calculations we just did good things, because most of them weren't. And we're only like, what, 3 minutes in? And 2 of those were the intro? So now we get into the proper bad things, which is, well, everything else. I mean, come on. To begin with, most of the soldiers in this deeply pointless section of the logistics tab are not even the best troop type number, i.e. Heinz Coleman here is just an Assaulter 1, when you actually end up with Assaulter 3s in the Normandy Axis campaign, at least towards the end. Not even to mention that you get Assaulter 2s very quickly. Klaus Kargeneck here as a Tanker 1 is another example. Varnfried Salnish, now that's a class name, is a further example. But eventually we get to Herman and Kurt here, who actually are Rifleman 3 and Engineer 2 respectively. So they actually are the highest troop type, and all of a sudden making it around 3 times more valuable to get one of these based off the calculations we just did. 3 whole times! 3 times! I'm so sorry if you guys spent your gold orders on one of the other 3, because dear God, you must feel so bad right now watching this video.
A great opportunity squandered? Absolutely. A crushing blow? Yes. Will I get over it? No.
Plus, it actually doesn't even really say what troop type number they are unless you hover over the dude. So it's almost as if, you know, you're being tricked. Come on, Darkflow. Just make it easier to see which troop is of a higher type. Why are you trying to deceive us here? Not only this, but you don't even get these guys at maximum level. If you don't understand the distinction between a soldier's rank and level, then watch this video on screen for you now, because it gives a good introduction and in-depth explanation, because I'll admit it was confusing for me and every other new player, whether they admit it or not. You're not alone, lad. But the point is, you can't even just start picking perks for the guy as soon as you get him. You've actually got to go through the leveling up process as you would any other soldier. Why am I buying a soldier for supposedly a valuable gold order when it almost gives me no buffs over other existing random soldiers you can get for silver orders? It makes literally no sense. They don't even get any XP boosters for battles, which is the bare minimum really if you aren't just going to give them the max level. The big elephant in the room though that I haven't mentioned so far is that they are not guaranteed maximum perk points, which is just atrocious and is the final straw to make these dudes the definition of pointless. They might happen to get perfectly rolled perk points, but I've never seen that. And if you have one that is perfectly rolled, then I don't know, dude, just enter the lottery or something because you've actually beaten the snail at its own game.
Oh darling, you and a headband, you are different gravy.
But come on, look at this utter abomination of a medal for courage and valor winner. He literally has the worst perk points he could possibly have for his rank, and he's supposed to be a battle hero. Poor Henry Whitting, man. What did he do to deserve being done so dirty? This really is the biggest thing wrong with gold troopers. If the devs do nothing else, this is what they need to correct first. They need to have maximum perk points, otherwise what is the point in the medals for courage and valor? They're just normal soldiers at this point, who seem to get their stupid medals by buying them on AliExpress, dude. So now that we've established that they are pure and utter wastes of space, this should explain why you never see anyone using these gold troopers. I actually can't remember the last time I saw someone use them. Seriously, especially if they completed a campaign. If they aren't being used for all of the reasons I've just mentioned, then why on earth do they still exist? And if the devs are going to persist with them, they need to be improved, and I'll explain the best methods of doing so now. For starters, their names and appearances could be changed so that they really are unique, and so that players actually want to buy them for their armies. Think about it, rather than, I don't know, Willy Berkler here. Heh, Willy. But I mean, rather than Mr. Berkler here, available for the Axis in the Moscow campaign, you get Simo Häyhä, a Finnish sniper based off of the real lethal sharpshooter himself, nicknamed the White Death. He also would come with an AI-generated face and appearance to match how he looked. And next to his name, rather than getting some made-up Medal of Courage and Valor, he gets the Cross of Liberty, one of the 3 official state awards in Finland still to this day, that he got at the time. Just doing this, as in literally retyping a name, using your design team to generate a face, which we know you currently have the capability to do because you did it with other soldiers in the game already, and just cutting out the cross using something like Microsoft Paint. All of these tiny changes themselves can make such a difference to how players actually will desire to use them. I know I'd be absolutely obsessed with using this guy in game. There's also incentives for the devs to actually do this, as they already charge the currency of the game, enlisted gold, to buy these soldiers without gold orders. I mean, there's no reason why not to do it, and you only need to do this a few times every few months, to coincide with when the Battle Pass season ends. Hardly a workload at all. Now yes, I know what many of you may be thinking. There may not actually be that many well-known soldiers of battles that Enlisted has campaigns on for the devs to actually use, which is a fair point, especially as I used the example of Häyhä in Moscow, when he never actually got close to that city as far as I'm aware. He was only involved in the Winter Wars between the Soviet Union and Finland, so not strictly in the right place, but Moscow is more correct than putting him in any other of Enlisted's campaigns. So if I was going to go anywhere, it would have to be in Moscow. But you don't even need to use soldiers based off of reality. You could use them based off of films or any other media, and Enlisted has done this before. In the recent Twitch Drops events, we could obtain the 2 famed snipers from the film Enemy at the Gates, Vasily Zaitsev and Erwin König. Now, even though they are still awful in game with no good perk points for me, I actually still wanted to use them, you know? This is what the devs should be doing, using iconic characters where they can, and the increase in popularity of gold troop orders alone would be insane. But then also, they should give these soldiers guaranteed maximum perk points for their troop type and class, and at least an 100% XP boost, if not being maximum level already. We can aim high with Dark Flow and hope that they give us the maximum level, but let's be real, we're gonna have to settle for the XP boost. Wishful thinking, I know. In addition to this, it would be class if they could make every troop type number the maximum it could be for its class. So you can make the legend that is Varnfried Salnish an Assaulter 3 rather than an Assaulter 2. 2, but he could even be an Assaulter 4, because I remember many OG players saying that there will be 40 campaign levels per faction, and in many of them we've only just scratched 30, so in some we still have around 10 levels left, which they are bound to add in other Assaulter squads in there because Darkflow just knows people love them. Now, if we assume that Darkflow already has a plan of what those 40 campaign levels will be for every campaign, and they're just not telling us, which might again be wishful thinking, because I don't even think they know what they're adding next, to be honest.
I don't want peace. I want problems, always!
But if we assumed correctly, then they should be making every Gold Order trooper the maximum troop type number, i.e. Varnfried Salnish moves up to Assaulter 4 now. Whether or not the Assaulter Type 4s are released now or in the future, it doesn't matter, because you've created another incentive to want these gold troopers. And you don't get many Gold Orders, so it's not as if you can run around with loads of these guys at all. It also means that these gold troopers stay relevant throughout the entire campaign, and don't fall off super quickly as you unlock better troops, as they currently do. Therefore, in your final armies after completing campaigns, you actually have soldiers that deserve medals. That in itself would be a really cool feature. But then this goes on to create other ideas for individual soldier prestige for any trooper. I mean, think about it. For example, after ranking a soldier up and leveling him up and unlocking the perks you want on that bloke, you could get some kind of benefit or very slight upgrade, to not make them too OP, by actually making any old Silver Order trooper a battle hero, and then they suddenly earn a medal of courage and valor. That would be amazing, and really shows that you've spent time with that soldier, loved him, brought him up as your own son, and you reap the rewards for that.
He's a knobhead, but he's hilarious.
It would make you form such a bond with your soldier, and if you combine this with a new customization feature coming to every campaign, and not only in Stalingrad as it is right now, then you really would grow an attachment to them. I want to feel as though these soldiers are like real people to me. It would make me love them even more, and make me want to play the game more, to make these guys the best soldiers of World War II. Imagine actually growing my poor old Stefan Schentke here from literally a rank 1 level 0 Assaulter 1 trooper with the worst perk points to him actually earning an Iron Cross by the end of the campaign. That really should be something Darkflow think about. Plus, it's a huge monetization opportunity for them if they don't, you know, charge absolutely extortionate prices to get my boy Stefan the Iron Cross.
I'm getting really sick of you! Get out now!
You know, speaking of an Iron Cross though, I actually saw a real authentic version of one in London a few months ago in a shop being sold for about £40. Legit, 40 quid. That's basically the same price as one of the new Battle of Berlin Premium Squad bundle with the STG 45 and AS 44 squads. So yes, you can either buy an actual Iron Cross or the STG 45M Premium Squad in Enlisted. That is literally your choice. Nah bro, I'm making myself look like a real German World War II war veteran, and you can't stop me.
Oh my god, I love it! I love it!
Whoa guys, do you want to be the only person not caught up on Enlisted's latest news? I didn't think so, so make sure you're subscribed and ring that bell so you never miss a video. But it's been an absolute pleasure ranting at you guys today. Have a wonderful day, enjoy yourselves, and I'll see you in the next one.